Okay, so today we go with a new lesson that is motion in a plane. So we go new lesson motion in a plane. So this chapter having 4 marks. So this chapter belongs to 4 marks on our IPE. This is a 4 marks important chapter. Okay, 4 marks. What is motion in a plane? Motion in a plane is the two-dimensional motion. Two-dimensional motion is straight line chapter. Motion in straight line chapter is one-dimensional motion. So that is only one-dimensional motion. But here motion in straight line chapter. Motion in straight line chapter two-dimensional motion. This is one-dimensional only. One dimension. Motion in straight line chapter two dimensions. Two dimensions. For example, motion of insect. Motion of ant on a floor. Motion of ant on a floor. Motion of an insects on a floor. So this is the motion in a plane chapter. We are going with discuss about motion in a plane chapter. Okay. So now the topic is so here very important point is scalars and vectors. We go with scalars and vectors. So why? Because here vector is important. Here vector quantity is important. Why? Because this is a motion in a plane, which means the body having two dimensions. The body having two dimensions. Either x and y or y and z or x and z. To take any two dimensions. Any two dimensions. That's why here we are discussing about vectors quantity. The vector quantity is important because this is two-dimensional motion. The body uses two dimensions at a time. So that's why. So what about the direction? Either x either y or x direction or y direction, or using two directions, two dimensions at a time. So that's why we are discussing about vectors. Is important here. The vector is important. Vector ఎందుకు ఇంపార్టెంట్ అంటే ఆ బాడీ టూ డైమెన్షన్స్ యూజ్ చేసుకుంటాం. టూ డైమెన్షన్స్ ఎట్ ఏ టైం. ఓకే, టూ డైమెన్షన్స్ ఉంది కాబట్టి వి ఆర్ స్టడింగ్ వెక్టార్స్ కంప్లీట్లీ. వెక్టార్స్ కంప్లీట్గా నేర్చుకోవాలి. సో దట్ ఈస్ ద రీజన్. సో ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ వీ హ్యావ్ టు డిస్కస్ అబౌట్ స్కేలార్ క్వాంటిటీ. స్కేలార్ quantity and vector quantity. Already we know that what is scalar quantity and what is vector quantity, but here once again I will repeat the scalar quantity. What is scalar quantity? A physical quantity having magnitude and no direction. So that is called scalar quantity. So here for example distance is a scalar quantity, and speed is a scalar quantity. Okay na? Distance have no direction, speed also have no direction, and time is a scalar quantity, and work is a scalar quantity, and temperature also scalar quantity, and electric current also scalar quantity. Remember this point, electric current is a scalar quantity. So these are the scalar quantities. Okay na? These are the scalar quantities. Okay. and we go with vectors quantity. What is mean by vector quantity? So vector quantity means vector quantity. What is mean by vector quantity? Vector quantity means a physical quantity having both a physical quantity having magnitude and direction. So magnitude and direction, that is called vector quantity. Okay, that is the meaning of vector quantity, which means a physical quantity having magnitude and direction. Okay, now magnitude and direction. So for example, displacement is a vector quantity, and force is a vector quantity, and velocity is vector quantity. Okay. So these are the vector quantities. And current density, so current density is a vector quantity, but electric current is a scalar quantity. That is the difference here. Okay, and displacement, velocity, force. So these are the vector quantities. Okay, acceleration also vector quantity. These physical quantities having direction also. So that's why this is the main difference between scalar quantity and vector quantities, and these are the examples of scalar quantity and vector quantity. Okay. So now we go with scalars and vectors. That is representation. So representation. So first of all, we go with the representation of scalars. So how to represent scalar quantity? How to representation of scalar quantity? So it is represented by an ordinary number, just ordinary number only. So for example, A is a scalar quantity, A is a vector quantity, scalar quantity. So that is distance. So distance is a scalar quantity. Distance is equal to 10 kilometers. This is an ordinary number. Just we are representing with ordinary number only. And how to representation of vectors quantity. How to represent vector? So it is represented by an arrow. It is represented by an arrow placed over a letter. So for example, take velocity. So velocity, this is the velocity. Okay, now velocity is equal to 10 kilometer per second. So acceleration placed over a letter, arrow, acceleration. Okay, 9.8 meter per second square. This is the acceleration. Okay, we are represented by an arrow placed over a letter. So this is the just representation. How to represent the scalar quantity and vector quantity. Now we go with combination of scalars and combination of vectors. So what is mean by combination of scalars and combination of vectors? Means addition, subtraction, multiplication are the combinations. So first we go with combination of scalars. Okay. So here motion in a straight line. In a motion in a straight line chapter, we are discussing about vectors and vector quantity. What are the properties of vectors only? Why? Because this motion in a plane, the object having two dimensions, two different dimensions, రెండు dimensions ఉంటాయి కాబట్టి అది ఏ డైరెక్షన్ వెళ్తుంది. సో డైరెక్షన్ ఈజ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్ హియర్, ద డైరెక్షన్ ఈజ్ ఇంపార్టెంట్, ఓకేనా. బట్ ఇన్ ఏ మోషన్ ఇన్ స్ట్రైట్ లైన్, దట్ ఈస్ ఇన్ సింగిల్ డైరెక్షన్, ఒకటే డైరెక్షన్ ఉంది. నో నీడ్ టు టాక్ అబౌట్ వెక్టర్ in previous chapter, but here this is important. So that's why first of all we have to discuss about scalar, what is scalar quantity and what is vector quantity. Now we go with combination of scalars. What is combination of scalars? So this combination of scalars means addition, subtraction, multiplication, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of scalar quantity. Of scalar means of scalar. Follow rules of algebra. Rules of algebra. Follow the rules of algebra. Okay, it follows the all rules of algebra. Okay, for example here we take one condition: addition, subtraction are scalars. Addition, subtraction of scalars addition and subtraction of scalars having same units, okay na? Which means we are adding the two scalars, we are adding the two scalars, or we are subtracting the two scalars. So for example, the distance 5 kilometers plus 5 kilometers total, 5 plus 5 how much? 10 kilometers. 10 kilometers is the distance. Here unit is not changing, so that is the meaning of these positive scalars having, positive means addition here. This is the addition, this is subtraction. Addition and subtraction of scalars having same units. For example, take subtraction. What is the subtraction? 5 kilometer distance, we are negative, and we are subtract with 2 kilometers. Total 3 kilometer distance. So 3 here also units are same. In addition and subtraction of scalars having same units now. Unit does not change. Okay, this is important. Addition and subtraction of scalars, unit does not change. But in multiplication and division, in case of multiplication and division, multiplication and division but in case of multiplication and division of scalars, so can be done for with different units, so for example, take force. So take force is equal to mass into acceleration. So mass into acceleration. Or take division. So division, what is the division? Take another division. Speed. take speed and for example speed is a scalar quantity, but we go with scalar, right? Speed is equal to what, Nana? Speed is equal to distance by time. The speed is equal, distance unit is kilometers and speed time units is meters, seconds, kilometer per second. So therefore speed is equal to kilometer per second. Here we are subtracting with two different scalars, we get a new unit. Scalar unit is, one scalar unit is kilometer, another scalar unit is second, but speed is the division of these scalars. Here unit is changes. That is the meaning of this. Multiplication and division of scalars can be done for with different units, okay. Units అనేది చేంజ్ అవుతాయి అన్నమాట, యూనిట్స్ అనేది చేంజ్ అవుతాయి. ఇన్ కేస్ ఆఫ్ మల్టిప్లికేషన్ అండ్ అడిషన్, in case of multiplication and division only. In case of multiplication and division, the scalar units are different. Okay. So now we go with combination of vectors. So this is important point. Combination of vectors. So combination of vectors. Okay. First of all, we go with position. And what is meant by position? For example, A is a vector here. This A is a vector. So this is OP. A is a vector at point P. Okay. A is a vector here. So what about the position of the vector? So here this is x axis, this is y axis. Here this is the position of the vector. Position is OP. OP is the position of vector, and take this is R. So OP is equal to R is the position of vector. The position ekkada undi ante this is the position. In case of that is the position of vector. Okay, no? This is the meaning of position. What is the position of vector? Means OP is the position of vector, or R is the position of vector. Okay, no? So now we go with combinations. First of all, addition. Okay, addition. So first here position is important. What is the position? OP is the position, or R is equal to position. Okay. For example, this is a point. This is a point vector here. What is the position here? The position is x comma y is the position. So what about the direction? X comma y is the position. Okay. But what about the direction? OP is the direction. Therefore, the total position OP is the position vector. That is OP is equal to R. We are represented by R. R is the vector. OP or R. That is the meaning of position vector. Okay. So now we go with combination of vectors. Okay, first one, addition. How to add the vectors? So this addition we are using head to tail method. It is also called triangle method. Head to tail method or triangle method. So by using vector addition, we are using this method. Head to, it is called head to tail method or triangle method. I will add the two vectors. For example, this is vector A now. Okay. For example, this is vector B. This is vector A This is vector B here. This is head, this is tail here. This is tail, this is head. Okay, this is vector B. How to add in diagrammatically here? A vector. So this is B vector now. Don't change the direction. This is B vector. So what is our A vector? This is A vector. Okay, don't change the direction here. This is A vector. This is my A vector, and placed at this point here. Okay, this is my A vector. Okay, now I will not change the direction and magnitude also. So what is the combination of this vector? How to combine this vector? How to combine these two vectors? Like here, this is vector A, this is vector B here. These are the two vectors. This is vector A, this is vector B here. Take this pen. This is vector A, this is vector B. So what is the combination of vector? What is the resultant direction? So this is the resultant direction. Okay, right? This is the vector here, this is the resultant direction. Clear now? ఇలా పుష్ చేస్తే ఏమవుతుంది? This is the resultant vector. So here R is the resultant vector. So that's why we are writing R is equal to A plus B. It is nothing but a triangle. That's why we call triangle method. And this is a head to tail method. We are adding with the A vector tail with B vector head. That's why this is head to tail method. Head to tail method. Okay, this is the meaning of head to tail method or triangle method. ఇలా యాడ్ చేసుకోవాలి. A vector, B vector. This is the combination vector. Here what is R? R is the addition of the vector. R is the addition of the vector, and it is also resultant vector. Okay. Now subtraction. Subtraction. How to subtract the two vectors? This is also very simple. For example, this is A vector. Okay, this is B vector. A vector subtracting with B vector. Subtraction method. Subtraction means this is A vector, this is B vector. A, actually here R is equal to, in addition we are writing A plus B. In subtraction we are writing A minus B. So this A minus B I will write here, the A plus of minus B I will write to A plus of minus B. Raskovachu kada A minus B I will write to A plus of minus B. Okay, so now this is A vector, this is B vector. Okay, but my vector having negative sign. Negative sign. So negative sign means opposite direction. Negative sign means opposite direction. This is my B vector. This is my B vector. Okay, now adding the two vectors. This is A vector and, sorry, I will write here, this is A vector. Okay, actually this is B vector, but we want a negative sign, so that's why this is my B vector. This is my B vector, but negative sign. This is negative sign, negative B vector. So this is the resultant vector. This is the resultant vector. R is the resultant vector. That's why R is equal, we are writing R A plus of minus B here. That is resultant vector is equal to A minus B. R is equal to A minus B. A vector minus B vector. Okay, clear? Here what is mean by negative? Negative sign. Negative sign indicates opposite direction. Opposite direction. Okay. This is the combination of vectors, addition and subtraction, by using head to tail method and triangle method. So now go with properties of vectors. Properties of vectors in arithmetic. Properties of vectors in arithmetic. Okay. What is that? Properties of vectors. This is important, important point here. The properties of vectors in arithmetic. Okay, arithmetic. So what are the properties here? What are the properties? So first one, vector addition. So vector addition. Vector addition is commutative number. Commutative. So what is mean by commutative number? Commutative. So vector addition. Take vector addition a plus b. A plus b is equal, we are writing b plus a. Okay. This is the meaning of commutative. Commutation. Okay, na? How a plus b is equal b plus a, right or not? Absolutely right. This is a vector. Okay. This is my b vector. This is the addition of r is equal to a plus b, and this is my b vector. This is my a vector. So here also this is the addition. This is b plus a. R is equal to b plus a. Both are same. That's why we are writing a plus b is equal to b plus a. So that is the meaning of commutative. Okay. So vector addition follows commutative rule. And vector addition is associative. Vector addition is associative. This is associative. What is vector addition? A plus b plus c is equal to a plus b of plus c. A plus b of plus c is equal to what, Nana? A plus of b plus c. I will write a plus of b plus c. And one more property, that is null vector. Null vector or zero vector. So what is mean by null vector? Null means zero. Okay. So this null vector follows this rule. A plus of minus c is equal to what, Nana? 0. And 0 into a is equal to 0. 0 vector, multiplication of 0 vector, 0 into a is equal to 0. And a vector with adding 0 vector, what we get? A only. Okay, this is the null vector property. And one more property, vector multiplied by, this is important, and easy also, very easy. What is that? Vector multiplied by a scalar. Vector is multiplied by a scalar. Which scalar? Positive scalar. Okay, na? Positive scalar. Vector multiplied by positive scalar gives vector, means positive means addition, gives vector in the same direction. How? See here, that is lambda is a scalar quantity multiplying with multiplying with vector. This is a scalar multiplying with vector, we get lambda into a. This is positive direction, this is also vector. Means positive means same direction. This direction, here direction, and here direction is same. And vector multiplied by a negative, scalar gives negative scalar gives in opposite direction. That is, for example, minus lambda is a negative scalar into lambda a. So this is minus lambda a. Minus lambda is negative direction and opposite direction. Opposite direction. Here vector is positive direction, same direction, but here opposite direction. Opposite direction. That is the different. That is the difference now. That is the difference. And one more addition is there. That is parallelogram law of vector addition. It is parallelogram law of vector addition. What is that? Last one is parallelogram law of vector addition. Okay, it is equal to triangle method. Triangle law. It is equal to triangle law of vector addition. It is equal to triangle law of vector addition. It is nothing but a triangle law of vector addition. For example, how to parallelogram vector addition? How to add the two vectors in parallelogram law method? In parallelogram law method. So this is vector A. This is vector B here. Okay, na? This vector A, vector B. So here I will take another vector. So this is another vector. It is equal magnitude and same equal magnitude and equal magnitude and equal direction of A. Okay, na? It is nothing but adjacent side of A. Okay, na? And take another vector. This is adjacent sides of B. This is the adjacent side of B. Okay. So this is nothing but a parallelogram. This is nothing but a parallelogram. Okay. So therefore, the resultant of vector. This resultant vector. This is the resultant vector of this parallelogram. Okay. This is the resultant vector. Okay. For example, A vector and B vector. By using A and B vectors, we are construct the parallelogram. This diagonal of the parallelogram is the resultant vector. Diagonal of the parallelogram is the resultant vector. This is called parallelogram vector. Which means what is R here? R is equal to A plus B. R is equal to A plus B. A vector with B vector. This is the resultant vector of these two vectors. This is correct. A plus B is equal to R is correct. No? Here we call, I am writing here, it is equal to triangle law. Triangle law. Correct? It is equal to triangle law. For example, this is A vector. This is B vector. B vector. Okay. I will draw the B vector here. B vector here. A vector equal to A vector equal to. So therefore, what is the resultant? This is the resultant. Okay. This is the resultant of this one. This is the resultant of this one. This is A vector. This is B vector. Okay, na? This is A vector. This is vector. Resultant change, na? There is no change of resultant. So this is equivalent to. This is equivalent to parallelogram method. So that's why we are writing the concept of it is equivalent to triangle law. It is nothing but a triangle law. Na? It is absolutely equivalent to triangle law. Triangle law is same. For example, this one. This is A vector. What is A vector? This is a B vector. Okay. A vector, B vector. So what is the resultant here? Resultant. This is the resultant here. This is the resultant. Okay. A vector, B vector. A vector, B vector. So this is the resultant. These are same. Both are same. This is also right angle triangle. This is the triangle. Okay. But there is no change of the vectors. Vector addition చేసేటప్పుడు addition తీసుకుంటే దీంట్లో ఇలా రాస్తున్నప్పుడు for example this is A vector. Okay na? I am writing here this is B vector. Okay. This is A vector. Magnitude is same. Direction is same. Magnitude is same. Direction is same. So therefore this is the resultant. This is the resultant. This is the result. Resultant అనేది చేంజ్ కాదు. ఎప్పుడు when both directions are same. Direction changes the resultant changes. Okay, for example, this is, what is this? This is A vector and this is B vector, sorry, this is B vector. And what about this? This is A vector. A vector is here, A vector is here, put A vector here, A vector. Okay, this is the resultant, this is the resultant, same. Resultant direction change in the change order. That side is equivalent to triangle. Triangle. So this parallelogram, this is called parallelogram vector addition. This is very important. Okay. How to draw the parallelogram? By using these two vectors. By using these two vectors. Two vector. This is the adjacent vector of this one. This is the adjacent vector of this one. Which means this magnitude and this magnitude is same, and this direction is same. This magnitude and this magnitude is same, direction also same. So this is called parallelogram. And resultant means diagonal of the parallelogram. Diagonal of the parallelogram is the resultant of these two vectors with magnitude and direction also. Magnitude and direction. These magnitude and these magnitude. This is the renditu magnitude kalti dostadu. The renditu direction kalti dostadu. That's why A vector magnitude and direction, B vector magnitude and direction is the resultant of R. R is resultant of A and B.